this is Jamie Magrich. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. Today I'm going to make my version of the tunnel cards. I don't have one totally, well, I have one completed, but not using paper that is current. So it's using Designer Series paper and no box for the center. And it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch finish. This was my template. It's using some paper from Celebration. This is the card I actually made with it. This is using that poppy, what's it called? Painted poppies. But this paper isn't current, so I'm going to make some with the this Designer Series paper. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. It is the Pattern Party Designer Series paper. And so what you're going to need is 2 designs, 4 pieces, 2 of each that are 4 1/4 inches. You do want to take into consideration if it's a pattern you want, which direction you want it to go. So you need 4 pieces of your Designer Series paper. You can use all the same paper, that's fine too. But I used 2 of 2 different designs. That way you get the variation. Like this one has the same, 2 are the same because it's the same paper all the way through. So if you use 2 different papers, you end up with 3 different patterns. Okay, so, and you need 4 pieces of cardstock, which are 2 1/4 by 4 inches, 4 pieces of cardstock, which are this is 2 1/2 by 4, these are 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Let's put these aside for now. I'm going to bring in a scoring tool. I'm going to use my little scoring tool because it fits in my camera really well. And on one edge of them, paper, doesn't matter which edge, you just pick the one side that you want, and you're going to score at 1 1/2 inches. So we're going to score this at 1 1/2 inches. Doesn't matter what design, it's the same. 1 1/2 inches. This one I want the pattern to go this way instead of this way. So I want to remember that when I'm scoring it. And I'm folding it backwards, away from where I scored. And I want my papers to be every other. It doesn't really matter. 1 1/2 inches. Okay. So now we're going to open these up. And we're going to put glue here. This is the blue one, this is the striped one. I'm going to put glue here. If you want it to be the other way, probably have it be the other side up. That's probably what I should have done. And you're going to fold, match this edge up with this fold line. It's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to fold this back so you can actually see it. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to do the next one. It's a striped one, so we want the blue one next. I think I did these backwards, but that's alright. Think of which side you want out as well and fold that accordingly. Okay, line that up with the next line here. Make sure you're not going over the edge because then it won't fold. And make sure they're going to fold flat and that these are pretty much square and centered in there. Okay, so we've got 3 of them. Now we'll do the next one. This is the hardest part because you can't see your lines, your folds. I just kind of fold it up a little bit so I can see it. Make sure these are squared. Okay, now the last one, this one, you're going to fold it over. It's going to get glued there. So you're going to fold over, not on this first fold, but on the second fold. You're going to put glue here. And you're going to fold this one over on top of it, like that. And that is your box, your card base. Just want to make sure it's all nice and full, flat. Okay, then we're going to bring in our pieces. And see, we've got 3 different colors. So I think I'm going to, since this is pretty bold paper, I'm just going to stamp. I think I was going to use some bright colors, but I think I'm just going to use Memento. I'm going to stamp on these 4 2 1/4 by 3 2 3/4 inch pieces. Let's bring this in. Stamp just because on one, right smack in the middle. I'm gonna take this little, oh, and the stamp set I'm using is Lovely You. Okay, I like that. Okay, now stamp this one. And let's stamp this one. I'm going to do like an ombre thing. I'm going to stamp it once. I'm going to move it up. Stamp it again. Stamp it again. Oh, I got some ink there. Let's try that. Turn it over and start again. Let's continue right off the page. Okay. And then this one, got this little tiny flower. I think that's all I'm going to do on there. I'm going to make this one quite simple. Okay, now I'm going to mount these to the Bermuda Bay pieces, and this is just to show you how to do this part. That's basically what this card is for. So I thought it was easier than making the box and then all the different layers, because it makes it all for you. I'll match these up onto this Bermuda Bay. You could decorate it any way you want. Okay, so let's bring in our card. And this is going to go right here. Centered up here. Now we're going to turn the page. Let's do the next one there. Turn the page. And do the next one there. Turn the page. And you can either leave that one blank. I'm just going to add this. And you can put more on. As you can see on this poppy one, I filled them out quite a bit. This is just a basic layout. Makes a fun little folding card. It's that tunnel card that everybody's doing. Everybody's making like the box frame and then matting the layers on top. And this makes the box frame at the same time. You just gotta make sure your papers are cut accurately the same size and that you're lining them up. If you don't like a little bit hanging off, you can always trim them. But there you go. There's today's card tutorial. I hope you have a little bit of fun with it, and I hope you can all take a little bit of time to play with some stamps, ink, and paper. Well, thank you so much for joining me today at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great day.